Hello everyone. In this video we're going to be taking a look at an article from CNN Business, and I'm just going to go over to one from Business Insider here just to show something on how dishonest, shady, and shifty things are. Because we have Bill Ackman here, who is a billionaire, who's, made a shit ton of money over time, calling for the economy to be shut down for a month. Now, this is, written by David Goldman, and it was published on March 26th here on CNN Business. Now, here they are saying this, but they're not going to get into the fact of how much money he's made because of the shutdown. See, our buddy Bill here, according to Market Insider, took advantage of what was going on because of the WuFlu and turned 27 million into 2.6 billion. That's almost 100 times return. 10 times would be 270. So 100 times, almost 100 times return, betting on the market. So you think that he's going to stop doing that? Of course not. He's going to keep making shit tons of money because shit's shut down. Well, the rest of the friggin' country, the average American, is unable to work. They're watching their 401ks basically implode because this guy's like, if we just shut off the economy, things are going to be fine. People won't lose shit. No, you shut off the economy and we're all fucked because we're on a fiat-based system and it's been pumped up and pumped up and pumped up. So even if shit implodes, this guy who's worth billions doesn't have to worry about shit. But he's like, all you should have the economy shut down. But before we get into this here, I just want to say I'm now also posting on library.tv. If you want to subscribe to me over there, feel free to. But anyway, let's get into the shit show of Bill Ackman here trying to play it with CNN that it would be a good thing. People would actually be able to not lose their lives and their livelihoods and everything else financially, if we just shut everything down. It doesn't work like that. And this guy should know it. I mean, he's a hedge fund billionaire. So anyway, let's see what David here has to say. So hedge fund billionaire Bill Ackman has a solution to end the coronavirus threat and prevent the U.S. economy from total collapse. Shut down everything for a month. You shut everything down. The economy will collapse. That's a friggin' given. The economy isn't going to survive that. But hey, let's push that bullshit. The interests of the economy and the interests of the healthcare system are really identical here, Ackman told CNN's Christine Romans in a new episode of the CNN podcast series, Coronavirus Fact versus Fiction. You guys have literally been pushing fiction. You push this bullshit about the hydroxychloroquine malaria and drug and the antibiotic. I can't think of the name of it, but that in combination being a possible treatment. So shut up. You're trying to play it like if you take that, people will die if they do. Well, Cuomo's saying how they're using it. You people are disgusting. The economy will recover quickly if we can shut down the virus. No, it won't. This is going to cause permanent damage. It's how bad do you want things before we start to recover? Okay, the worse it gets, the longer it's going to take. Right now, we're probably looking at years before the economy is going to fully recover because you're going to see things change on the note of how the economy works. You're going to see us you're going to see a push for less reliance on, say, the whole globalism thing and everything being, produced outside of the country so that we don't have a repeat of this. You're going to see that. But they don't want to, look at this because it's going to take time for restructuring. They're like, it'll recover quickly. No, it won't. And the way to shut down the virus is the ultimate in social distancing, i.e. a total country shutdown. They want this country completely shut down, locked down, and everything else. It's like they're relishing in the fact that the country will implode. And they'll all be fine while it does. Ackman said the proposal isn't radical. Many states are already implementing stay-at-home orders, except for essential businesses, such as grocery stores and hospitals. But Ackman believes this should be implemented across the country. Yeah, because, someone in rural fucking Iowa who lives in a farm hundreds of miles away from fucking someone is in the same exact fucking predicament as someone who lives in New York City or Boston, Massachusetts. Give me a break. Or someone who lives in Los Angeles. Give me a break. That's not how this works. You don't have the same exposure. You don't have the same population density or anything like that at different parts of the country. What I'm proposing is a 30-day lockdown, a lock-in to the entire country, a coordinated 50-state lockdown, he said. Well, yes, he continues to reap the benefits of it and makes billions upon billions more. It allows companies to plan for the futures, as they don't need to fire employees, particularly with the government backstop. I call it the rip the Band-Aid off strategy. Well, they don't have to fire employees because they shut every fucking thing down. They're still going to have to operating costs. This is La La Land bullshit. This guy should understand this. This is literally La La Land bullshit. Because they're still going to have carrying costs and operating costs and everything else. They might be reduced, but they still have to pay for rent and power because they still have to keep power in the buildings and they still have to heat them if it's, and other things. And if it's computer, say it's a server area, they have to cool it. So they have all these other overhead expenses that they're still going to have to pay. He makes it sound like, if we shut everything down, no, money's going to be hemorrhaged. No, money's still going to be hemorrhaging. He thinks people are stupid. He's going to be fine making billions upon billions more, as we've seen here. He took 26 million and turned it, or 27 million and turned it into 2.6 billion, like a 96 or whatever percent, 98% friggin' return. Or a 98 times return, I should say. Not a percent, times. What a sleazebag. He is such a sleazebag. Ackman said he spoke to CEOs of large banks, asset managers, and food businesses, and they are unanimous in their support for this plan. Sure they are. You notice they don't say who these people are or what these food businesses are? Because they really don't matter. It's probably, his buddies and shit like that, fancy restaurants and shit, whatever, who are already fucked anyways. His strategy is similar to President Donald Trump's, who has pledged to open the U.S. economy for business after Easter. He said he would try. He didn't pledge. He said he would try. He would like it for that way, like it to be going again by then. Ackman's plan would keep the economy closed for a couple more weeks, and it would mandate stay-at-home practices across the entire country rather than leaving those mandates up to the states. But the federal government doesn't have the power to do that, unless you're talking about declaring martial fucking law. Which, martial law, civil liberties, and rights go out the friggin' window. So let's be honest here. Is that what the left wants? Because they might have a way to get Trump out or some shit? Who knows? I mean, this is what they're all calling for, and it's fucking ridiculous. The only way to do it would be martial law and troops on the streets. But both Ackman and Trump said they are concerned shutting down the economy for too long would ultimately hurt people more than the coronavirus. Yeah, a month will destroy the economy for years to come. It'll take years to recover. We're already looking at probably years at this point. The president himself said he doesn't want the cure to be worse than the problem, Ackman noted. Do we risk sort of dragging this out and really crushing capitalism if we can't fix it now and then move on and have it behind us? Yes. So the president is right. Well, yet you want a shutdown. Okay. Yes, you sort of risk dragging this out and really crushing capitalism if you can't fix it now. But see, you want a month, which isn't fixing it now. The problem with that strategy is epidemiologists are unconvinced that a couple of weeks or a month is sufficient time to control the outbreak. Parts of China, for example, were in lockdown for longer, and critics have said the country's decision to ease restrictions could cause the virus outbreak to run rampant again. Well, as long as you're taking precautions, all right. See, China just opened shit up, and they could fuck themselves. They're already shut down movie theaters again. But the thing is you do it controlled. There are areas where they're going to need to have this going on longer. But the rest of the country, where you don't have real exposure, you have lower population densities, well, excuse me, where you have people spread out, the risk of infection is far lower. Why should, say, Iowa, when they're going to have to worry about getting, crops in the ground, and they don't have as high of a risk, why should they be freaking out and worried and locked down for a month when they need the time coming up now to get ready for, producing crops to feed us for the next year, coming season for the next year? You can't do this across the country without declaring martial law and troops on the streets besides that, as I've already said. Those fits and starts could pose an even greater threat to the U.S. economy than if stay-at-home orders were put in place until scientists agreed it was safe to return. Oh, so we're going to listen to scientists, the same ones who say that, same type of scientists that say, oh, consensus is actual fucking science. No, thank you. No, we're not gonna put our lives in the hands of these idiots. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that I don't believe in science or scientists, but what they're asking us to do would be like saying, okay, and handing over everything to the climate scientists and letting them do all their fucking shit and just take billions upon billions more and billions and billions and billions of dollars and actually not accomplish a damn thing. You need someone to oversee what's going on, is what I'm getting at. Make sure that they're not talking shit and trying to pull the wool over your eyes. If the country had to re-enter lockdown, the American economy could plunge into a Great Depression, some economists argue. Excuse me, we're already looking at that right now. What the hell are you talking about? We're on the brink of that now. So if we do a month, we're already going to be there, you dumb shits. Jesus, they really think people are stupid. When it comes to CNN, they think we're all stupid. We're already at that point where we're going to be fucked if we keep this going for a month. Ackman, however, is hopeful. He said he and his hedge fund, Pershing Square Capital Management, have been buying up stocks at about $2.5 billion worth, and the past week his values have plummeted in a sharp sell-off. See, they're bought up $2.5 billion worth. They don't talk about, this is like complete, like, they put it at the end. David here puts it at the end. It's kind of bullshit, like spinning of this right here that he made $2.6 billion. Made? Oh, we bought. No, you made $2.6 billion worth of stuff here. So worth of stocks. Shut up. We bought a large hedge that became much more valuable when markets declined, Ackman said. And over the last 10 days or so, we've been aggressively buying stocks that have been marked down. So we've been, betting that the economy is going to recover and that great companies like Starbucks and other consumer-type franchises that we specialized in are going to recover from here. Bullshit! You are literally profiting off of the fact that they're fucked. And you think that you're going to try to spin that, we're betting on them. No, you are literally, according to this article here, you are betting against them. You're betting on the failure. You're betting on the coronavirus fucking the economy. You are literally doing the opposite of what you're claiming in this CNN article, according to Market Insider here from Business Insider. Yeah, you're a sleazy, shifty, scummy piece of shit, dude. He's a scumbag. This is the guy saying, hey, let's shut down the country for a month so I can keep making billions of dollars off of everyone else's, financial losses and their livelihoods being destroyed and their 401ks being destroyed. Man, this is the ultimate scumbag. This is a piece of shit. All right? And $1,000 suit. Probably a $2,000 suit in this picture. He's a vile, disgusting person. Real sad that, you got CNN pushing this guy's bullshit while he's making billions of dollars off of it. We live in a twisted fucking world when CNN wants to see this economy implode and will help this guy push a fucking bullshit narrative about shutting shit down for a month so that he can make even more money and say it's for the good of the country. This is so They really think that if they implode the economy, people aren't going to vote for fucking Trump. They think if they can stop people from listening to his coronavirus reports, daily reports, briefings, and destroy the economy, people aren't going to vote for him. This is the shit they're pulling right now. This is so disgusting. These people are vile. Guy in a $2,000 suit saying, let's shut things down for a month. It won't destroy the economy. I'll be making billions, but hey, nothing to see there. Anyway, I've covered this well enough. I'm going to leave things here. If you liked this video, depending on where you are watching it, please give it an upvote or thumbs up. If you want to know when new content of mine hits the internet, don't forget to subscribe to one or more of my social media or video accounts listed here. Also, with YouTube, don't forget to ring that bell. You can find all of my video content on both BitChute and YouTube. This may not be the case with other places I upload to, but I will try to minimize this happening. You are always welcome to interact with me at any of these sites on the list, so feel free to do so. If you have anything you want me to cover in a video, when it comes to news or current events, send it right along to me. I will try to do my best to cover it. As always, thank you for watching.